Hello, everybody, and it's my pleasure to welcome all of you to this beautiful event, Women in Media. And we are here to celebrate the presence of women in media. So let's give a huge round of applause to all the dignitaries present here who have achieved big in their own arenas. And to start with, I would like the honor to invite Dr. Caroline. Now, who is Dr. Caroline? She is the president of Life Foundation and also the director of C8Tv. So, Dr. Caroline, please do the honors to take over the stage.
Thank you very much, Malini ma'am. Delighted to see you on this platform. Thank you very much for inviting me. I would like to invite Raina ma'am. I would like to invite all the dignitaries, Parin Somani ma'am, Safir Khan sir, everyone who joined here, and especially Raja Rao sir, who is the main motto for this program. Delighted to see you all on this platform, and we are going to make it more vibrant with our speeches. So a warm welcome to all the eminent speakers who gathered here. Our main topic today is women in media, and everyone know that women are suppressed, though it looks odd to hear, but we need to accept we are suppressed in many areas. And even in media, we know the percentage of the women in media is very less. But slowly, women are trying to break the glass ceiling and want to be in heights. So let us, all of us, raise our voice and declare that women has to be in media. Then only women can have and can enjoy the democracy of India. Thank you very much. I invite all the eminent speakers to express your views, opinions, and raise your voice, which has to be heard by the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the kind words. And now I would like to invite Ma'am Parin Somani, Her Highness Parin Somani. And let me just have the honor to introduce her. She is an independent academic scholar, TEDx speaker, international motivational speaker, educator, writer, author, journalist, humanitarian, and philanthropist. She holds 6 doctorate degrees and is recognized 5 times in the Book of World Records. Wow, ma'am. Thank you so much for your presence. And I please now invite you to please take over and share a few words with us. Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, you're on mute.
I'm there now. Okay. First of all, I would like to say a very big thank you to Malini for the lovely and kind introduction. I would like to say a very big thank you to Dr. Raja Rao and Professor Dr. Caroline for inviting me here today. It is my privilege to be with you all on this platform for the women in health and education. I know we have a topic for women in media, but today I will be covering, as it's been agreed, for women in health and education. I hope that's okay. Am I right? Is that okay?
We need to accept you, ma'am, but try to cover even few points regarding media. Then it will be more apt. Thank you, ma'am.
Sure. Okay. The world is continuously changing. We all know that. In the current situation, in the technological era, where there's a rapid change in the globalization and a technological advancement is at the peak. Despite numerous societal advancement, gender equality is still present. So education in fundamental human rights of each person in society and forms a vital foundation for peace and sustainable world. Although there has been a progression over the last few years, including more females acquiring education through attending schools, less forced and early marriages, more females being appointed in leadership positions and also serving within parliaments of governing bodies. There is still a requirement. There are still the gaps for societal's acceptance in this field of education. However, when we talk about the media, so when we talk about the media, I would be honest with you, okay, the same goes that in media, we have gone through that lot of gaps are there. And in this media, it's very easy to accept a male than a female. Though I would talk about myself, that I'm going in a different topic now, that I was a journalist in my young days, and I was a TV presenter in Ahmedabad Doordarshan and All India Radio. I do remember there was a lot of discrimination in late 80s and early 90s when I was a newsreader. So I can say there are still the gaps there. So let me go back to the education, that in the field of education and a woman in education, the education is a vital part of societal development within contemporary life and a basic human rights of every global citizen. The continuous change within societies highlights numerous challenges. These can be overcome through appropriately applied knowledge through education. So, novel scientific discoveries, health related medicinal cures, and technological advancement can be achieved through quality education and learned individuals dedicated to progression. The need of well-educated workforces comprises of societal growth and sustainable developments. Although education for all has always been an integral part of the sustainable development. Now, there is a need for countries globally to provide equal opportunity for individuals to attain quality education for future sustainability. Through attaining quality education, individuals can become free of poverty cycle that they are stuck in. Hence, education facilitates the reduction of inequalities in a medium through which gender equality can be achieved. Through education, individuals globally are empowered to cultivate a healthy life that is sustainable. Residing in a diverse society can highlight numerous disparities between individuals belonging to different cultures and backgrounds. Hence, education is a medium through which understanding and tolerance can be cultivated, bringing societies together, harnessing peace and unity. Education is a medium through which socio-economic mobility can be increased, poverty can be evaded, and progression towards a healthier society. The knowledge through education has the power to reduce inequalities and eradicate health misconceptions. So, for example, we are in the midst of a global health pandemic where individuals have been affected globally in a multitude of aspects, including socially, economically, politically, financially. Women in societies around the world have been challenged substantially. And we know that as women, how we felt, how we were having, what challenges we all were going through in different ways. So during lockdown, women are staying at home, looking after their families, carrying out domestic duties, aiming to balance their occupation, working from home, or their educational endeavors. Many women are feeling lonely and harbor feelings, mental health implications like anxiety, depression, sadness. This is exacerbated by the worry of contracting virus losing loved ones or passing the virus to another individual. Thus, education on infection control and regular sanitization is important. Unfortunately, women residing in the poverty and a lower socio-economic environment do not have the access to mundane sanitization or sanitary products. This is due to lack of access, financial instability, and government restrictions. Aiming to keep individuals safe, reducing virus transmission, simultaneously impacting quality of life, women sustainability. So I've done some research on it, and research has revealed that within survey conducted, out of 78% individuals, people who already paid for water still have to pay during pandemic, while 61% claimed the cost of water and soap have been increased, and this made it extremely difficult for females to buy basic affordability, basic necessity, as a 73% revealed a lack of affordability to manage menstrual cycles during lockdown. So multiple studies have revealed that a lack of clean water and hygiene supplies this appropriately affects women, child, and children's health at all the times, contributing to the gender vulnerability. So, by empowering one woman to share knowledge on health, hygiene, and associated misconceptions about health challenges, an entire family and the future generation benefits. Therefore, educating individuals within society is vital to break down the stigma. This is ever changing in the diverse world. Women can create a positive change in every capacity. And I'm sure we all have that. If I can say that, I'm sure we can do that through motivation and inspiration to believe in themselves and igniting that inner strength, igniting a light to brighten the inner soul with the support to facilitate positive change. I believe women can flourish. Yes, we can. We have that ability. We have got that strength where we can work on it. As young females, we are girls with dreams. However, as we grow into women, those dreams becomes a vision. But nothing to worry. We all have the ability to empower and motivate each other. And when we are positive, when we think like that, I'm sure our vision, our dreams with good education and good health will always take us a long way. So women must lead by example with action, not just speaking of inequalities or disparities in the world. We not only identify themselves and we not only identify them and believe in them, we work towards creating an equal, prosperous future for all in the society from this every moment. Unfortunately, many old-fashioned beliefs and assumptions will still exist in society and needs to be eradicated through quality education. Fortunately, due to the technological advancement, females have the power. We have the platform to help shape the future society by sharing knowledge and ideas. We all are here and we all have a very powerful tool within us, and that is our truth. I recommend that individuals should work together, number one, with the local governing bodies to initiates have been set ensuring access to good education and a quality education. within areas of poverty and financial instability, homing the marginalized and vulnerable opportunities should be offered to attain free education and healthcare. Through an educated society, gradually bridges will be built within diverse society. This can be achieved through governmental and private institutions working in unison to invest in resources, develop educational and healthcare facilities. Number two, raise awareness on the importance of health and education within local communities, local societies, and partner with the governmental organization to achieve this. And number three, ensure good quality education through reskilled and upskilled educators and facilitator can support students and communities on health related issues. Simultaneously, utilize technology to progress students and societies. And number four, provide equal educational opportunities despite gender and eco-socio backgrounds for the nation's future sustainability. So I know this pandemic has brought many, many challenges as a female we have gone through. And in our family, each and everybody has gone through a stage of struggle in this pandemic. But remember, we are the future. The world is upside down, but you know that. And you have the strength to turn it back around. You are the future, the master of your own destiny when people around you are unwell and hungry. Money and power you make alone is immaterial. We want to be part of the wider solution, not the problem. But how can we do that? I have three beautiful messages to share with you, which has helped me, which has helped my family, and I'm sure that will help my audience who are on the line and off the line today. Number one, believe in yourself. Nothing in life caterpillar changes into the beautiful butterfly. So you know that you have the strength, you have the capacity to create a positive change and inspire others. Do not be afraid. The world has faced previous challenges, war, disease, political unrest, financial crisis. We came out resilient and stronger than before. We learned from the past and created a better future. You can make this world, you can make this society, you can make this country prosperous again. Number two, follow your true instinct. Do the right things. Do not forget your ethical values. Be kind, be humble, be generous, be fair. Help each other. Number three, be the person that builds bridges. Despite diversity, despite background, ethnicity, social, political, or religious lookouts. Remember, this is our nation. This is our country. You can change the future. You can shape the future. You can make all the positive impact in the society at large. Start with your family and friends. I would like to end my talk with a beautiful quote of from Mahatma Gandhi. He quoted, "You may never know what results come from your action, but if you do not do anything, that is no." So, in a way, we need to work on it. We need to help ourselves to help others. First of all, we need to believe in ourselves. We have to be positive. And today, by going in the women in education and health, we can do a lot, but we need to support. Um, Regarding the women in media, as I chose this topic, which was for tomorrow and which is agreed. So I've just talked about it. But in the media as well, I would tell you, we all have a struggle and we all have a We all have got the gaps, but there is always a way. There is a will. There is a way. So I'm sure that hopefully this will help to inspire you. Thank you very much, Dr. Rajarao and Professor Caroline, for inviting me here and being part of this event. Thank you and namaste.
Amazing. Amazing, ma'am. You rocked. Though you have taken up health, education, the topic, as you said, women, if they are well educated, they can be in media very comfortably. So that is interrelated. So women should be more healthy, women should be more educated, then women can be in press, in media, and declare very confidently. So she has the guts to say the truth, as you said. Women can tell very openly, daringly, and women really think she never bothered. So women should be in media, then only we can see the transparency. So ma'am, your topic is interconnected, excellent. I really appreciate your topic, and you said in a very great way. Every point is very important, especially women should believe in herself, and women should be positive thinking. Then only she can break the glass ceiling and move to the top. Otherwise, she will remain there as a caterpillar. There will not be any kind of transformation. She has to turn up into butterfly from caterpillar only when she believes in herself. She can break all the hurdles and come out very colorfully and enjoy the beauty of the life. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Somani. And before I go ahead and introduce our next speaker, I would like to share a few words with your due permission, Sir Raja Rao, as well as Ma'am Caroline. May I please? All right, ma'am. We are coming from a land of Jhansi ki Rani Lakshmi Bai. So the women are there in the media. The women are there in the textbook. Right from our childhood, we have been brought up by listening to the stories of their valor and grace. And yes, when it comes to media like cinema, or when we especially focus on the pictorial as well as the visual media, women were taken as a substance of entertainment initially, but now it is equally the workplace for women. They have joined the biggest media houses and they are running them pretty successfully. So hereby, I now invite my mentor, Raina Khatri Tandon. And who is she? Let me just introduce you to her. She is a diverse, unique TEDx Getaway speaker, wears many hats as a consultant into women and child rights, limitless enabler, keynote speaker, and an inclusive leader creating inclusive workplaces. With 20 plus years of international experience in leadership, human psychology, innovation, diversity, and inclusion and consulting, she has successfully bagged many awards, interviews, and allocates and covered in international magazines for the value of work in achieving safe complaint organizations, NGOs, and government initiatives through balanced approaches in the latest implementation of policies, organizational culture, leadership top down, and employee development. Thank you so much, Rena, for being here. And I now invite you to enlighten us with your words. Thank you, Rena.
Thank you very much, Malini. Thank you, Dr. Raja Rao. A wonderful speech by Parul Somani, ma'am. I think it was extremely very inspiring. Thank you, ma'am, for being here. Thank you, Dr. Caroline, Professor Dr. Caroline, a very warm-hearted lady who's supporting the entire foundation. I think women is one that encompasses the whole circle, and the life itself is revolving with around women. And every time there is a man who supports these women, is that what I say a pillar, and that pillar is Rajarao Pagdipalli and his son, who are the foundation of life foundation here as well. So today is not about me, friends. Today is about the women in media. Though I don't have any expertise in media, I do understand certain intricate matters and what women in media face. The more you praise, the more you celebrate victory, the more you celebrate life, the more there is life to celebrate. Surround yourself with those people who are going to lift you all the time. And yes, these are some of the words of the latest and the greatest American executive, a person who was a 9 to 5 person, a person who has gone a lot in life, and she's none other than Oprah Winfrey. I think we've seen her a lot many times on TV. We've seen her as a media specialist. We've seen her as somebody who's spectacular, who brings up her show and brings up not only the inspiring woman, but a lot of knowledge that we have gone through. But who are these women? So women individuals who participate in media are those collective communication individuals who want to express their art. And you and me will also resonate that art is the most beautiful form. When you are sad, when you are happy, when you are frustrated, when you are anxious, when you are not independent, when you are stuck, you want to express yourself out sometimes, which you cannot express by communication. But you can express this in art, in therapy, in form of drama, in terms of depiction, and that's what the forefront of media brings out. Media also helps you through journalists, through newspapers, through social media, through Twitter, through Instagram. We have so much media today. And we cannot forget that we are a part of media and media is a part of us. We cannot detach it today. In fact, in pandemic, if this media did not exist, you and me would not exist. Because today, we know each other only because of media. So be very, very grateful to this media because media is a collective communication outlet of tools, of devices, of data, of information, of plagiarism, of freedom, of how to use it, tools, and the most important thing, that is safety. And coming from a posh and foxo background, women's safety, talking about women and child rights, I know that women in media, whether it's celebrities, whether it's journalists, whether it's news reporters, they always face gender inequalities. Even today, if you're going to ask which journalist should I use, a male or a female, people will think male. But if you go and watch most of the people who are in media, a female journalist will bring out the information, facts, data much more higher and much more in power with regards to her representation in comparison to a man. Because a man will only do his job, but a woman thinks more with emotions, with the connectivity of people, and a lot more about what is important when you are projecting yourself and the other people in terms of data. Will you resonate with me? Do you accept what I say? If I could hear some yes or no, it would be nice to understand different perspectives because life is all about a perspective. Life is not in black and white. I might say something which may or may not be resonate with you, but this is how it is. Journalism, media, communication are always covered with unsafe elements, though we say, yes, they are people who help us reach out and voice out. We say voice out. But while voicing out, there can be assault, there can be abuse, there can be violation, there could be cyber insecurity, there could be some kind of downgrading of reprisal of work, there could be sexual violence, there could be mob violence, there could be Zoom bombing. We can have somebody just coming into an online platform and bomb you with some information that you don't want, and a lot of other detection and captivity. Are we aware of all this? We see media as flashy. We see media as the page 3 place, but threats on women, threats on journalists, threats on actresses, on celebrities, on United Nations Security General, people who are representing them, people who are now in the newsroom. We hear of so much news from the war front. We know who are in the war front. We don't need to take those nations. But still, we speak of them with courage. with prayer, with resilience, with patience. How are we able to know about them? Is through these 1,000, 10,000 people who are working at the newsroom, getting you the news at your doorstep. So yes, what are the important things? Harassment can be through cyber stalking, through doxing, through trolling, cyberbullying, hate speech, public shaming. How many of us know that when we post something, there are people who hate it, there are people who like it. Media is an open platform. There are people who can comment, there are people who can compliment, there are people who can shame you. Public shaming, hate speeching, cyberbullying, intimidation threats, proposing, reaching out to you. So many things we face in media. And journalists and celebrities and people on the page three are time and again facing this different expression. The challenges on an online platform, the challenges on media platform, and also sometimes on feminism. But just like we know, we have great people in India. Some of the most influential people in media, I want to take Erin Andrews. Most of you know that she is none other than the owner of Fox Sports. Fox Sports is one of the biggest channels in USA, and she's the sideline reporter for Fox NFL. A great person who brings in wonderful news from the US down to your TV screen. Alex Curry, Fox Sports, another LA Sports covering completely about any sport activities. We have Mellen Collins, who speaks about the reporter on the sideline. So she speaks about any incidents that are happening. Another important celebrity is bringing comedy to you. Comedy, women support, courage. We know Oprah Winfrey already, which who we spoke about. There are many more like Mellen Cloth, Shelby Janner. These are people of USA. Now coming back to India, we have so many channels today in the media world that we enjoy, that give us so much pleasure, whether it's great Indian comedy or whether it is celebrities on Hindi or Tamil or Malayalam or Telugu or any of these languages. We have great celebrities who are there who entertain us through this media. But do we actually acknowledge and spend gratitude? Do we go back to them and actually understand that this is what media is all about? Today, we speak of women when we support and empower. I would say this is just a myth. Break the bias today. It's not alone about women. It's not about supporting only the women in media, but it's also about all the people who've supported this women to make it big. Turn your wounds into wisdom. Follow your instincts, because without two people to join hand, the wisdom will never grow strong. Be thankful for all you have, because if you concentrate on that, it will bring abundance into India and more.